What is up guys, Andy Forest Team Runner here, and today we're going to be talking all about the Nike Pegasus Turbo 2 after 100 miles. So now we have over 100 miles in the Nike Pegasus Turbo 2. I'm delighted to be able to give you my overall thoughts on the shoe, its pros, its cons, strengths, weaknesses, have my thoughts changed from my initial impressions, and of course how I'm going to be using this thing moving forward. So if you're excited for today's video guys, make sure you give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and let's dive in to talking about the Nike Pegasus Turbo 2. So back when I got this shoe, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't overly impressed with the shoe itself. It had its pros, it had its cons, but I thought at the time for the price tag, it was a little bit too much, and I wasn't feeling like I was getting that premium product that I had paid for. However, of course, as always, time has moved on, lots more mileage, workouts, long runs have been put in this shoe. I'm delighted to report back that slowly but surely my opinions on the shoe are changing. However, a big caveat there is, of course, I still do not think it is value for money if you are buying this thing at full price. So if you missed my first initial impressions, you can go and check that video out. It is on the channel. I've also done the speed test and the long run test in this shoe. Since then, though, of course, I've put far more miles into the shoe. I've done some easy running, some more workouts, and a belter of a long run, to be perfectly honest with you. On the weekend just gone, I did 2 loops of my local cycle track, which is 9 miles a piece, plus a mile warm up and cool down. So I've got 20 miles in this thing done, moving at some pace. And I think that for me was a big indicator as to how this thing was going to perform. The long run test that I did in this shoe, it was a bit of a slower long run test in the beginning, and I didn't have a massive amount of time to do a decent amount of mileage, which was a bit sad, but it is what it is, and it was what I could do at the time. However, I'm delighted that I've done a bigger long run in this thing because it just handled it really, really well. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's talk about its pros, its cons. I'm not going to go through the technical design and all of that. We've done that. We've been there. I want to go through the pros and the cons and how I'm going to use it moving forwards. So I've definitely found the more I use this thing for workouts and speedier runs, the more it seems to be coming into its own. What I'm noticing that this is a shoe for me, just like the New Balance Beacon 2, that is growing on me as time progresses. It was a shoe that when I got it in the beginning, I wasn't bowled over by it. Yes, it felt good. And I think my words were when I compared it to the Nike Zoom Fly 3. The Nike Zoom Fly 3 I bought and I just felt disappointed with it. For this, it was disappointment from a different angle. It wasn't disappointment because it felt bad or it was too heavy or anything like that. It just was disappointing because I just felt like I paid £160 for it, and it was just kind of like, it just wasn't. I had better shoes that I paid a lot less money for. Now, all I was doing was paying for the Nike tick on the shoe. However, I've got to say that since then, as I said, I've put more workouts in it. I'm getting some really good results. And the biggest thing for me that I'm noticing with the Zoom X midsole and the React midsole combined, got it right this time, is that my legs feel really good after I've run in this shoe. I don't feel quite as beaten up as I do in some of the other shoes that I run in. And that's a big thing for me, I think. When you're doing big old workouts, maybe long run workouts, 20-mile runs, you kind of want to be as fresh as possible to get going again the week after, and this thing certainly allows me to do that. In all the speed tests that I've been doing in them, in the speedy workouts, this thing has passed with flying colours, and the long run test that I did, and as I said, I've now done a further long run, I really, really enjoyed it. And I've got to be honest with you, it would probably be now in my top 2 go-to shoes for a long run workout. That said, the cons of this shoe still for me, as per my first impressions, are that I just do not like running easy in it. And I know I got a lot of comments on the videos previously about how you guys love to use this as a bit of a daily trainer. You like to use it on your slow, easy runs, and you use other shoes for your speedier workouts. I've got to be honest with you, it's not something I can do, nor is it something I get on with when I'm running easy, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm ditching this shoe for the easy days, but I'm keeping it for the speed sessions and the long run. So overall, moving forwards, as you can probably guess from what I'm saying, I'm going to be keeping this shoe for those speed sessions and for the long runs. It's certainly not going to be something I'm picking up. But what I'm super keen to find out is how this thing lasts. How long will it go? Durability wise, the upper is holding out really, really well. And the outsole is just in immaculate condition. Despite the mud on this shoe, because the trails are a bit muddy at the moment, the outsole is in brilliant condition. And I have a feeling this thing is going to give the Adidas Ultra Boost a good run for its money when it comes to durability. Again, I know a lot of you guys have said how durable the Nike Pegasus Turbo and the Turbo 2 are. I'm keen to see how many miles that I can eventually get into this thing. So this thing is going to be being kept for a while, and I will continue to put the grind in this shoe. And there we go. I think that's my overall thoughts. As I said, it's improved. It's improved from where I originally put it on the spectrum. I would have probably given it a 6 out of 10. When I first got it, I would now rate it around an 8 out of 10. And the beauty of this thing at the moment is it is on sale. If you missed that video that I did over the Christmas period, I did my speedy shoes that you could find at a cheaper discounted price, and this thing is coming up at £95 in the purple colourway. I don't know if other models and colourways are now down to that price, but if you can bag a pair for under £100, then I've got to be honest with you, it would be hitting the 9.5 out of 10. It's just the fact of paying that amount of money for this shoe. It just doesn't sit easy with me. But there we go, that's it. That's my overall thoughts on the Nike Pegasus Turbo 2. Now we've put over 100 miles in it. Overall, really happy to keep this thing and keep it going strong. And as always, I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you get on with the shoe. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure you give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and I will see you on the next one. Until then.